and welcome back to the Also Archives. Today's video is going to be my second video on my med school experience. So a lot has happened since my last video, including the big deal, which was my white coat ceremony. So my parents and one of my aunts came to Phoenix and stayed the whole weekend for the ceremony. We took tons of pictures. Of course, I received my white coat. I would have it on right now, but it's in the cleaners. But I do have my stethoscope here, which we were presented with our white coat. So that was very nice. And then after the ceremony, we went to dinner and then got ice cream. So overall, it was just a great weekend to finally be able to walk across the stage and have my name called and be presented with my white coat. It was just an amazing moment for me. So the second thing is, as of today, I've just completed my first two medical school exams. So right now we're in the block which is called the molecular basis of disease block. It's all of the sciences. So immunology, pharmacology, microbiology, biochemistry, you name it. We cover it in this block. Exams are extremely material intensive. I think our last exam had like 30 lectures on it. So a lot of material to cover, a lot to juggle. The first exam I did well. I passed my exam and was very happy to start on a good note. However, the second exam that I took actually this morning, I did not do as good as I had hoped to. Despite my efforts and studying, the exam proved to be a little bit more challenging than what I anticipated, I guess. So moving forward with this block, we have 2 more exams. So my goal is to continue to work with tutoring and with advisors and professionals that we have on campus to support us, and we'll be able to make the proper adjustments to succeed in my remaining exams. I wanted to share this because medical school is hard. And it's a huge life adjustment, not only academically, but emotionally and spiritually and everything else. So I just wanted to kind of be transparent about the fact that I'm extremely hard on myself a lot of the time. I had to honestly take a moment this morning and just kind of reabsorb myself and refocus and say okay, you'll do better next time. I've received some really good advice from a mentor of mine who said it's all part of the process and it's just part of the growing experience. So for any medical students out there or pre-meds who might thinking that they're not good enough or they're not going to make it, or if you don't do so well in an exam, it's just one exam, and just acknowledge it and keep moving forward without letting it hold you back for too long. Because I did sit in it for a little bit, but now I'm fine and I'll just regroup for to prepare for the next one.
Yeah. Want the bow tie. Get it together, John. Hey guys, and no.
Along with our molecular basis of disease block, which is our main block for right now, we also have the doctoring course, which is really teaching us how to interact with patients as a physician would. So we're learning how to communicate, how to express empathy with patients, how to do an entire physical exam, and to complete a medical history. So this past week, we had a standardized patient, which is an actor, who comes in this scenario we were given, and we have to go in, knock on the door, and interview the patient, and then do a head-to-toe physical exam. So we have to do it all in 30 minutes, and as of right now, I was almost done. I got to the abdominal portion of the exam and then the timer went off. So my goal for the next visit is to be able to do the entire exam in 30 minutes and do it swiftly and save time, don't talk as much, and just to get in the habit of doing this, because as we move through the course, we'll have to do it more and more, and soon I'll have to do it with real patients in a real clinic. So this is all helping, it's all formative. So the physicians and these patients, the actor patients, are there to help us. So it's been truly a great experience, and I really learned a lot about myself through these encounters. And then aside from that, this week coming, we start anatomy. So I have been waiting to take anatomy for like the past 6 years. I did a summer research fellowship program at University of Rochester, which was called the SURF program, back in my sophomore year of college. And during that program was my first exposure to cadaver lab or gross anatomy, where we actually got to dissect a donor. And I enjoyed that experience so much, but I didn't really get to appreciate it because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the science behind it. But now in medical school, I'll get to learn the science and be able to experience the process of working with our donors. So I couldn't be more happy to have this opportunity again and just be able to soak it all in. So we start that next week, and then that'll be something else added on our plate along with the doctoring course and our basic science course. So as you can see, medical school does not get lighter. It only gets more and more challenging as more responsibilities are added onto our plate. But I'm hopeful and optimistic that as we keep moving forward, I'll get into a groove of how I learn best and how I can best manage my time while also maintaining my sanity and like mental health and just overall health in general, and can be successful. Aside from academics, I have been putting my feelers out for leadership positions here on campus. We just had elections open up today for our 2025 class representatives and treasurer and all that good stuff. So I ran for class representative for my class, so I will be able to advocate on behalf of my class to the faculty and deans of our medical school. So it's a really important position because you are able to make the link between students and faculty and then affect change based on things that we would like to see improve or changes to the curriculum, or even with hiring new faculty, I would be able to contribute to that process. So that's something I would love to do, and it's a 4-year position, so I would be able to make a large impact, I believe, in 4 years. So fingers crossed. Hopefully on my next video, I'll be sharing that I got the position and was voted in, so please wish me the best with that. Also, as far as clubs, there's an aerospace medicine club. Of course, I'm in the Air Force, so I would love to be a part of that. Anesthesiology club, general surgery club, as well as a homeless outreach. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, I spent a whole year working with the homeless population in Washington, D.C. as a chief scribe. And that was an eye-opening, once-in-a-lifetime experience for me. And it just taught me a lot just about people in general. So I have volunteered for the homeless outreach club, and I actually have my first volunteer slot at the end of the month. So I can't wait to see what that's like and to be able to serve the Phoenix community. Overall, I've been enjoying Arizona a lot. I think if I were in medical school like 2 or 3 years ago when I was first trying to get into medical school, I would have had like 3 or 4 like breakdowns by now. I think that I've definitely matured a lot since my master's program, but I still have a lot of learning to do, and medical school is challenging me in a way that I've really never been challenged before. I'm really just trying to find my place where I fit into the community and my place with my classmates, and then my place, I guess, within myself as far as how I learn and how I need to study. But, I'm grateful to be able to be at my school where we are super supported in all aspects of our lives here. All of our upperclassmen are amazing and just really help us along the way. This has been my video, my second video, and hopefully the next one I'll have even more to share, and we'll go from there. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully I have been honest enough with you all about kind of what I've been challenged by and what I'm going through, and hopefully someone out there can relate. And if you do, please leave a comment. I would love to speak with you. So please like and subscribe again, and thank you for watching.